Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get some people in here. Welcome to Scorpio season. I have my cauldron going, and I have lit some beautiful frankincense. I have some myrrh, some lemongrass in there, rosemary, dragon's blood. So come on in. Wakey, wakey. Let's come on in. So I wanted us to all come on in and gather today. And it's really raining outside. Wow. Oh, what energy. Beautiful energy with this rain as the rain is coming in. So come on in. Hello and welcome, Shar. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I didn't go for a walk this morning because it was raining. Like pouring rain today. So, welcome everybody. I got the little, and I'll just, well, it's not hot. So I got my little cauldron here, and inside the cauldron, we have some beautiful energy going on in there. And I thought it would be beautiful to light this. The reason why I'm doing it, I know it's like you guys are getting smoked out on Instagram. The reason I'm doing this is that one, we've entered Scorpio season. So bring it on out, baby, because we've entered into Scorpio season. I have these beautiful feathers that were given to me by a dear friend, Andrea, and these are beautiful owl feathers. So they're just, and I washed them out. So if you find feathers, well, first of all, be careful when you pick up feathers, because actually, if you're walking and you just pick up a feather and you don't know where the feather's from, you can automatically be charged, so it's all depending what feather is. But, me, I pick up the feathers anyways. But what I do is that I'll bring them home and then I'll soak them in Dawn soap. So some Dawn soap, and gently clean them off and allow them to dry. And I hang them to dry. So that's what I do. And then if you want to, you can band them together and put a crystal on here or what have you, and make your own feathers, smudge feathers if you wish. So I have a few sacred feathers that I use, and it's all my feathers, all my beautiful sacred feathers have all been given to me, which has been really, really a blessing. So in having that, so welcome to Scorpio season, and welcome to the energy of truth. Scorpio season is the binder. It is the one that binds things together. So we just came through the Libra season. We're going through the law. We're going through relationships. It has to do with how are you dealing with the relationships? How are you dealing with people? Are these the people that you want to, Instagram keeps on freezing on me. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So I'm not sure why it's freezing on you, because I'm not getting any notification here. So come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. So with this energy, it's, bringing in the cleansing, bringing in the healing. Scorpio is the glue, and bringing in the glue that binds things together. It is that binder of energy, and bringing in that of which people don't want to talk about, So Scorpio brings in a lot of energies, and it's amazing because it just keeps going off over there. So we'll go like this. Brings up information that people don't normally want to talk about. So information about the law, information, secrets, things like that. So that we are able to be aware of it and make decisions of it. And I keep on feeling like this is a reconfiguration of our energetic bodies. That's what I feel. It's a reconfiguration of our energetic bodies But there's, as this reconfiguration is happening, there's a conflict. There's a conflict within it's the inner selves, and then you see the conflict coming out in the outer world, because we are coming into these changes. We're trying to figure it out. So we're trying to figure this out. Now, the thing is that society comes in. So we're figuring this out when it has to do with society, how it is this in alignment with society. Yet what we are discovering is that Scorpio brings in an edgy side, brings in this edginess that we haven't had for a while. So Scorpio is going to bring in this energy that's going to push. It's going to push the energy in a direction. It's going to push this energy to unbind, to make a new bounding, a new binding. So it's like it's a rebinding of things. And in that rebinding, you may find that, because they're showing me an old book, you might find that there's things within that book, or when maybe you're making a new book, that you don't want to bind in this book. It doesn't belong into this. So this is where it's like it's odd placements. And it's a lot of fuck it energy, Yeah, I know it's raining. It's great. There's a lot of fuck it energy. So what is that fuck it energy? I'm going to like fuck it energy. Well, it's very Scorpio. It's like it's going to push you. It's going to be that, a lot of people, when I was younger, I always got mad because Scorpio always had sort of the dark, ghoulish kind of pictures and stuff on the calendar, and that, whew, this is going crazy. And my whole room is getting smoked out. I'm going to just sort of just do it slightly. And so I always, it's always that darkness, it's usually the leather coats and the spikes. And, this is what people think about with Scorpio. It's like this heavy, crazy energy that's sort of with the whips, and it's usually dominatrix and S&M and, all of those crazy tabooish. Halloween is in Scorpio. Come on, so it's all this ghoulish energy that is pushing you. But then there's a funness that's coming in with this, a funness, an edginess that's coming in. And with the moon in Scorpio, or the moon in Gemini right now, it's bringing in a curiosity. I want to get curious about things. I want to find out about things a little bit more. I want to be able to create something. And I was watching a beautiful this one guy, he's from California. He's an economist, and I've been watching a lot of economists. Anyways, but he's talking about new ways of making money. And there's a family-owned car wash in California. And they decided to make it their car wash at night. They called it the ghost car wash. Now you go in there and everybody's dressed up, and they come out and they scare you. You're in your car, you're driving through, you're getting your car washed, but it's like he says it comes to get your car washed, it's like $38, and this is hand polished, everything. In Canada, it's a lot more money, just an FYI, but it's like $38 and some cents to do this. This is what they're doing to keep their business going. And fabulous idea. Now all the smoke is bothering me. Fabulous idea in creating this. Now he's bringing in there's 300 cars a night going through there. Really, it's just absolutely fabulous, a fabulous idea. And they band together, and he's probably bringing in at least 10,000 a day. Now, I know that doesn't sound like it's like, oh, wow, he's going to bring it in, but he's trying to keep his business going. That's what he's doing. He's trying to do it sustainable, to make sure that he can keep his employees, make sure people are getting paid, making sure that, everybody can pay their their rent, their mortgage, food on the table, etc. So this is what he's doing in order to create money. And so this is what these opportunities and the Scorpio season is getting people to do, is to get out of the box, think in new ways of how can I create money? how can I create that abundance? Because there's a lot of restrictions that are coming down. You can't do this, you can't do that. And because there's some people that I've been speaking to, especially about Christmas, it's like wanting, because Christmas is going to be, with retailers, a lot of retailers aren't going to have the stuff, right, that you want to have, the usual things, the consumerism. So this consumerism, this energy is shifting and changing. Now with the Scorpio season, what I love, it gets you to sort of start looking at things with new eyes. It gets you to start looking at new ideas. And that's what we want to do. We want to start looking at new ideas. As I was talking last night, I'm thinking like, oh my God, I got Andrea, one of my, who had to close down her retail store, because retail, like to open up a building, like her rent was astronomical, was really fucking stupid. For the beautiful space, beautiful house, everything, but the rent was just, not there. But to, like, how they open up pop-up places. This is where I can see people open up little pop-up places of, okay, not necessarily not a market per se, but just using a little ingenuity. And I started to think, which happens sometimes when I start to think. So I started to think of what are ways to do this. And years ago, what we used to do, because I'm a crafter and I used to craft a lot, is we would get anybody who would like to do a Christmas craft show in the home. And what it would be that we would have, baking going on or cooking, and sometimes demos going on in the house. So people would drop by at different times and they would get baked goods, pick up, buy some homemade baked goods, or, the Christmas trees, and there'd be Christmas trees all decorated, and people could buy the ornaments, homemade ornaments out of there. There would be homemade gifts like shawls and quilts and other little cute little items that people could buy, but it would be in a home setting. So people would come to the home and they'd sit and they could chat. They could have a cup of tea. They could have a cup of coffee, try the different baked goods that would be for sale. And, whoever was selling their stuff, they could be there to sell their stuff and create that abundance. That's, that was an idea that I was having. I'm like, and I know, hey guys, I know COVID restrictions, all of this bullshit, but I'm thinking, you know what? This is Scorpio season. This is where it's like, where can I push my boundaries? Because it's a time that there's just so much conforming, so much saying you have to do this, you have to do that, and you have to do the other thing. This is where communities and underground communities start to come together. And this is where the energies are. It's edgy. It's getting you to think outside the box. It's getting you to come together in different ways. It's getting you to question. When right now is in Ontario, calls are being made to find out why you're not vaccinated and if you have any questions and stuff. And I'd be like, one, it's none of your business. But this is where it's like, okay, all of this fear energy is coming up. And Scorpio is kind of like the energy that says, okay, you want to put the fear in me. And Mars is coming in. So Mars right now is still in Libra. He's going to be coming into Scorpio just before. He's at 28 degrees. He's going to come into Scorpio in the next couple days. And it is pushing now. We're going to be pushing the edge. We're going to be pushing the energy, because it's not that how are they showing? It's redefining our society to create the glue that needs to bring us back together. And there's so much that is trying to untether us, unglue us, so that we cannot be together, so we cannot be bound. And right down to I mean, our prime minister has already bought, I mean, the thing is, okay, about the elixir, it was already bought by our governments with our taxpayer money, like he didn't pay for it out of pocket, was bought already. They made deals already with these companies. They signed agreements that they would take on so much and pay, and that there would be no repercussions to it. There's now that things are coming out with the media. A lot of the media are getting paid 60 to 70% or more by these elixir companies. And I'm just like, okay, well, we want to, here comes little Scorpio. It's like, okay, that's nice. But I'm not following that agenda. This is where the energy is. I'm not following that reality, that way of which they want to create within society. This is defining our life. And what is good or bad for our society, it's our definition. It's our way of redefining our values, our morals, our creativity, our love, our light. That's what this is. This is redefining our values. And that's what the Scorpio season does. It comes in to redefine things. And now my cauldron went out because I put the lid on it because it was getting too smoky. But I really want this stuff to burn because I want it to do a little ceremony with us. Hold on. Ha! Hang on. Burn, baby, burn. We're going to do a little ceremony. And I know Laura Lee put it on yesterday on my Facebook page and sent me a beautiful ceremony for cutting off any trying to think and do the fire at the same time. Okay. There you go. So I'm putting frankincense teardrops on here. There's rosemary in there. There's some lemongrass and there is sage in my cauldron too. So in order for us to create something new for ourselves, in order for us to create a nuance or a defining ourselves and coming into odd places within ourselves, and that's where this is going. It's creating, there's a lot of oddness or a lot of odd placements. So this is where that, fuck it energy comes in, and if anybody saw my post of my new pronoun, because it was International Pronoun Day or something stupid like that yesterday, and I just went, well, my pronoun is fuck me. And you could use, anyways, you could use that word in so many ways. It could be an adjective, it could be a pronoun, it could be a verb, it could, that word, it could be loving, adornment, and endearment. I mean, that word could be used for so many ways. So that's my new pronoun is, if I want to describe, if anybody wants to describe, oh, that's fuck me over there. Anyways, craziness in my stupors in the evening. So what we are wanting to do is that we want to come into our inner strength, defining our life and not worrying about any bonds that we are attached to or something that is trying to define us other than who we are. As a female, my sex is female. I'm a woman. My sex and gender to me are one. Like, Okay. Anyways, we're not even going to go there. So this is about coming. That's where the Scorpio comes in. It's that defining. It's that definition of oneself. And with this, I got my notes, so that's what I'm doing. I have notes today. It's hunches, it's going by our curiosity, and not to be afraid of our desires. This is can be emotions. This is fixed. This is Scorpio. It's fixed emotional energy. It could be ice, okay? So it can be, feeling cold. But it's taking us into the unknown, into a place of discovery, and discovery of our own selves. And in discovering that of our own selves, it's coming into this emotional energy, coming into this curiosity, this reconfiguration of our energetic bodies. And this is also where this is a wounded masculine energy that's coming in, and a masculine healing of this energy. And with the feminine and with the collective and our families and individuals moving through it, this is our ideas. This is trickling through and taking time to contemplate and feel into it. So we are wanting to feel into this beautiful energy. And with that, and with this beautiful purifying our thoughts. So that's what we want to do today. We want to purify our thoughts as we have entered into this Scorpio energy. So we want to come in and purify our thoughts and purify our actions and our deeds as we step into the curiosity, as we step into our truth of our own selves, and how we would like to redefine or those trenches that are being dug up. Do we need to really continue to bring those trenches up or not? And this is where it's like, what do you want to build? And it's the light vibration versus the dark vibrations. So we're bringing in this definition, this redefining of self. And with that, we ask for Archangel Michael to please help us stay positive by illuminating our minds, and please shine your light to cast out all fears and doubt. We trust in you and your heavenly ways, and we know that you are guiding us along the path of peace. Help us detox from the gossip, negative thinking, and hurtful people as we release these toxins from our bodies. Life, we know, we will guidance for us to step into this new version of what do we want to build, stepping into this beautiful energy and allowing for this energy for us for adjusting and releasing and transforming. We call to you with your loving guidance. Heavenly beings, come forth and be with us all. So it is, so it is, so it is. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Yes. And that's us stepping into our power. That's us stepping into our newness. That is us coming in and coming into the healing, because the masculine needs healing, and with the feminine comes in, and the feminine comes in to help to heal that energy so that we can come together with strength. We can come together with dignity. And we come with a place where we are not afraid of our desires. We're not afraid of being the truth of who we are. And that is where the blessings are. My phone glitched as you started. Weird. Yeah, a lot of people's phones are glitching right now. And that's part of, I'm going to say that's part of the energy that's coming in and that I'm bringing forth. So your electronics might start going funny because of this. And that's because that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy that's coming in to bring in the transformation for us all. And as we bring forth this transformation, we step into this reconfiguration. That's what I keep on getting, reconfiguration of ourselves, of our body, so that we are able to come into the light vibration. We're coming into the light vibration. We release all attachments to the dark and to that leads us upon a path that is not our curiosity, that is not our truth, or what is going to lead us to our buried treasure. So this morning I did a thing on TikTok. I go on there and I do readings and do a little reading. And the first card I pulled was the hawk. And it's an 11. So I pulled the hawk and it's an 11 path, being on the right path. I mean, the hawk, it's an 11. Omens, yes. Then we pulled focus. It was a 33. So bringing in not only that focus, but the ascendant masters, the truth, our curiosity, going towards what it is that we know is our truth. 51. It's a 6. It adds up to a 6. 51. 5 plus 1. 6. So the 6 is also 33 is a 6 too. Coming into that truth of who we are and not hanging on to the mundane world. The 6 is a energy of the mundane world and hanging on to the illusion of it, hanging on to what we feel is it has to be this way because society's always done it this way. Our family's always done it this way. This is where the change and the transformation comes in as the high priestess steps forward, and she's a 2. And it's funny because the 11 adds up to a 2. 2 can divide into all the 6s. Anyways, that's the way my brain works. But the high priestess, the discernment, presence, persistence, and the prophecy and the vision coming in and allowing for that prophecy to come through us, because we are all prophets within our own lives. We all have the vision. So allowing for that vision of clarity to come through so that we are able to step into the powers, our power, our gifts. And that's where I was, when it comes to people creating abundance, is like, this is where you get together and it's like, okay, let me get together with who's in my neighborhood, who's, and say, hey, you know what? If you want to come over. I have a slot between 2 and 3. If you want to come in, and I'll have shortbread cookies being baked. If you wish to buy any, so-and-so has left their lemon cake or what have you, or batter for you. And little things, if you want to start to sell them. This is where the energy is coming in and making it within the community. Like if you want to do this online, you could definitely do it online. But I think this is, this is where I feel like it's not to overcost you, because doing things online, if you have to ship and things like that, is like, it's costly to ship things, and the way the supply chain is right now, this is where forming those little communities, and you could film it if you want to. You could film it onto, and have other people join in, and create a community also that way. So this is just thinking outside of the box, thinking in new ways, and creating that abundance that you want to embrace. And that's where we're heading, and that's where this beautiful Scorpio energy is. So on this rainy day, I'm going to go finish my coffee. I'm going to heat it up because it's now cold, and do a little bit of journaling today and writing. Today it's definitely that kind of day to sort of ponder on some new ideas. And Raylene, I don't know if I sent you I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I'll send you your 2022. So if anybody wants to get their 2022, I didn't even put the banner up. So you can snag your 2022 horoscope ebook for $5 if you wish to. And let me know. So Yay, fellow Scorpios. Yes, yes, definitely. And step into that light, step into that power because it's there. Another weird thing, you guys might like this. In 1993 was the last time Taurus, or not Taurus, Saturn was in Scorpio, or Saturn was in Aquarius. Sorry, let me get myself. So 1993 was the last time Saturn was in Aquarius. And during that time, and where Saturn was the same placement where Brandon Lee passed away through being shot by a prop gun, right? And not yet, but I didn't pay you yet either. Oh, okay. And this is where Alex Baldwin shot somebody with a prop gun as well. Interesting, interesting. I just love how energies sort of circle around and certain things happen again. And also, this was a time when The Nutty Professor came out. So The Nutty Professor, I believe, came out in 1993 also. So I thought that was kind of an interesting, curious, factors of energies that are coming out where, if you haven't seen The Nutty Professor, it's there's the one with Jerry Lewis, and then there was one with Eddie Murphy and The Nutty Professor. So there was a third one after Brandon Lee. That one was yes, there was, but there was something different. It wasn't what necessarily there was with the Brandon Lee. They outlawed any ammunition, live ammo, to be on any sets. So they outlawed it, right? Because with Brandon Lee, they didn't take the gunpowder out of the shell, right? So that's one of the things with that. This was a bullet. This was it was a live round. They said it was a misfire, but it doesn't make sense for it to be a misfire. It's still under investigation. But what the Alex Baldwin thing, he was anti-gun, totally anti-gun, but yet he knew, like, the thing is that if you're handed a gun, the first thing you do is like you don't point it at people. You make sure, like, if you're handing a gun, the chamber's open, you look to see what's in there, right? And if it's a prop gun, then you close it up, and then you never have your hand on the trigger. The other thing, I don't know. I keep going in and out now. I don't know. This is weird. Also, with shooting a gun, is that how you hold it? Because if your hand, you got to hold it a certain way. That's why sometimes they're holding it like this to keep your hand steady. If you're holding it like this, you can, with the power of it, you can go a little bit to your left, or it can actually, shoot in a different way. So maybe that's why they're calling it a misfire. He was holding the gun wrong. So I'm not sure. I'm not a gun expert, but, just by speaking to other guys who are gun experts. So it's interesting. I think they need to throw the book at them, because if it was anybody else, they would have thrown the book at them. So, because Alex Baldwin is a real dick face. Anyways, that's just my, set up to run for president. Oh God, he's an asshole. Yes, he's rude. He's mean. He's not a nice person. He is not a nice person. Like, ugh, but he probably will get off with this. So, but anyways. So sending you guys out with so much love. Plus, it happened on a full moon, and he's in Aries, and it happened on a full moon with Aries. So that's the other kind of weirdness that happened. So we'll see how things unfold with this all, because there's a lot of other crazy things that are happening. The Queen has been sick lately. There's a lot of things hitting her son. And because she is a Taurus, so there's a lot of energy that's hitting that. and also her son. So he, so it's going to be interesting time, right? I know it's your sarcasm. I mean, but he played Trump. The thing is that he played Trump. But it's just, yeah. And the town hall. I don't think anybody watched the town hall with Biden, and then our prime minister, blah, making deals and stuff to pass, so that 5 to 12 year olds or 5 to 11 year olds get vaccinated. But the thing is, here's okay. Here's the other thing about that. Sorry, it's gonna go. Here's the other thing is that the reason they're vaccinating children or wanting to vaccinate, because I mean, children usually who get this get a little sniffle and a cold and they're fine. They're fine. They don't. It doesn't hit them. COVID hits people who are older, fatter, have other things going on. So that's who COVID really hits and really goes after, and they get the bad end of the stick with it, right? So, but to vaccinate kids is for protection for adults. No, 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 no. That's wrong. That's wrong. So, yeah. So this is why Scorpio's coming in, because, and there's some more whistleblowers that are going to be coming out, but they have to make sure these are true whistleblowers that are coming out, but they are making sure that they're not going to be thrown into jail. So there's some whistleblowers that are coming up. They got legal, a lot of big time legal people with them that are going to be coming out and doing some more whistleblowing, but they are not wanting them to come forward. So see, truth. I tell you guys, I say to you, truth is going to come out. More information is going to come out about all of this. Got Scorpio season happening. Shit always comes up because Scorpios say, fuck it, baby. We don't give a fuck. This is the way it is. And this is the way we're doing it. So, that's why my pronoun is fuck me. Like, fuck me. Oh. Anyways, have a blessed day, everybody. Enjoy. And just embrace your day and get creative. Have a blessed one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.